and I've got my fingers crossed. And they're crossed because yesterday things didn't work. We had that thing that happens not infrequently, but not too often, thankfully, where we didn't get connected to Facebook from the app that we use. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay today. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly, and I'll be heading over there to check that we are streaming live in just a moment. We do have Lewis in in YouTube. He's from Portugal, saying hi, and we share abundance. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. And we welcome people from every continent, country, gender, color, class, creed, financial status, educational level, background, whatever. We just recognize people as human beings. We don't separate them in any way. We recognize every human being is unique, and so has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. We are therefore non-separatist. Okay, I'm going to head over right now to Facebook to make sure that things are working today. So I'm heading to Facebook, and when I get there, I'm going to be muting my speakers so that we don't get feedback. I'm going to be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group, and when that comes up, I'm going to be looking for the 25th of May, and we have it. And if I click on this link, we should get the comments panel up today. Okay, good. 25th of May is a very special day for me. It's my father's birthday. He has, of course, well, I say of course, you don't know, but he has been dead for the past 37 years for most people, but not for me because he lives on within me. And so it's his 117th birthday today. So happy birthday, Dad. Okay. And we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. We'll be starting in a moment in our normal fashion with a short prayer. And the prayer is there to help you get on the path to true happiness. Happiness is something we all seek. Most people don't know where to find it. They think that they'll find it if they have a lot of money, or they get the new house, or they get the kids to school, or when they see that their children are married, or various other things, that they think that's going to be when I feel truly happy. And all those things will bring you momentary pleasure, but there'll always be something else you're searching for. Just excuse me. I don't know where those come from. They sneak up on me when I start broadcasting. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, there'll always be something else that they're searching for, because once you get that one thing, there's something else you want, and something else, and something else. And true happiness is only found through loving service to others. And when you dedicate your life to being of loving service to others, make the service the highest value you can, and for as many people as you can, you'll find that happiness will always be with you. You won't be searching constantly for something else. You will live a contented life, and everything that you want and need in life will automatically flow to you. It's a stress-free way of finding. In fact, it's the only way of finding true happiness. But it is stress-free. You try the other ways. They're very stressful. Stress leads to shutting down your immune system. You get ill health. Um, all sorts of bad things happen, and you still don't find that happiness. So get on the right path, and that's what our little prayer is about. It's very short and to the point, and we follow that with a little affirmation to help shed any prejudices we may have picked up along the way, that we don't need, which help us maintain our non-separatist ideology, where we don't pigeonhole people because they're male or female, young or old, or um, fat or thin, black or white, all these things where people say, oh, we put him in this box. We don't do any of that. We just say everybody's a human being and we're all part of one happy family. And come and join us. All we ask is that you bring with you a positive mental attitude and a willingness to share love and abundance, and you'll fit in great. Okay, let's get started right now. We've got somebody else in. We've got Richard in from Devon, and we've got Andrew in from New Zealand. Devon is UK, of course, not far from me, so he'll be experiencing beautiful sun weather as well. I hope Andrew's also having beautiful sunny weather. He is in Friday morning in New Zealand, getting ready for the weekend. And thank you, Andrew. Andrew stepped in and helped me out a little bit yesterday. Went above and beyond the call of duty and just helped me get a few things straightened out. So thank you, Andrew. Um, right, where are we up to? Yeah, let's have our little prayer, then our affirmation, and we'll bring you up to date with what's happening. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. Nothing tragic, but I'll let you know. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service. Through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, and we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven. From divisive in harmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, and we got Bazina in from up north in Scotland. She's from the capital of Scotland, Edinburgh. Okay, yeah, as I said, there's some bad news. It's one of those things. It's not anything that's going to drastically affect us, but it's a nuisance. We've had a Wise bank account in the name of We Share Abundance for, I don't know, a couple of years probably. We've not done anything recently that we've not been doing for a couple of years. We've not changed anything. We've not done anything that we know of that's out of line. But all of a sudden, we got a message today, an email saying your account will no longer be allowed to accept money or do anything. You can spend what you've got in there, but after that, that's it. Your account's closed. And of course, they don't tell you why. They say it's in contravention of our terms of service or something like that. But you can never find out exactly what it is. And there's no recourse. You can't go to support and say, can you tell me exactly what it is? Because they say, no, we can't. It's happened to us before. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But anyway, our Wise account is in the process of being closed. We do have funds in there at the moment that we're waiting to use for our cash cow. We've got about $3,000 in there for advertising for the Turnkey Cash Cow program to get that off the ground. So I think we're going to have to move it out of there into somewhere else. What we mean, we could use it from there, but if I set that up as the payment system in Facebook, when they eventually do let us put a payment system in, then of course, when we want to go beyond the 3,000 that we've got in there, we can't put more money in. We can't add more funds into the Wise account. So we're gonna have to use a different account. We don't have another account in the name of We Share Abundance. Um, I don't know. I'll be trying to get it resolved in the next day or so. It's a nuisance, that's all. Okay. But it's happened before. No doubt it will happen again. Um, although, I don't understand it. It seems to have been going really well, normal banking relationship. We put money in, we pay our bills, we pay for the development costs, we pay for advertising, we pay for the server team, we pay normal business expenses, um, and we put in funds to cover those expenses, and all of a sudden they don't like it. So I don't know why, but anyway, it just means more time spent trying to get another account open somewhere now. But there we go. Um, Now payments, we're still not with. Um, uh, right. I'm just reading Deviana's last minute. It came in while I've been opening up here. Basically, she's still in communication, trying to solve the issue we have um, that doesn't work in the live server that worked in the test server. One of those things. Hopefully, we'll get it all done tomorrow because after tomorrow, Deviani is away on vacation for a couple of weeks. So, that will stop most of the development. However, I've had some productive talks with somebody regarding cryptocurrency on the uh, Binance Smart Chain, and I'll be spending more time next week with this gentleman trying to sort out exactly how we're going to do everything. I've got some good ideas about it in my head. It's just whether it's practical to implement my ideas. So that's in process at the moment. For Miracles is continuing to frustrate my efforts to find developers who can do what we want. Basically, um, it's not building the game. The game is simple. We know how to get an unlimited supply of questions and answers. What we are struggling with is getting a way to stop a bot being used to um, to cheat the system. Really, somebody using a bot to win the money when other members are playing fairly and not using bots. Um, what we may do, I think, is we may get the game built for a start. We'll get that done, and we'll get that available as a free game to get people interested and get them in. And we'll be publicising the fact that we'll soon be opening the challenge to win up to $30,000 playing this same game. That way, it'll get people involved, and it'll start promoting the idea that they can make a lot of money, and and we perhaps even get people involved in introducing other people and this sort of thing. But until we can stop cheating, which is what it is really, um, we don't want to be putting in place uh, the tiers for winning the cash. But if we get all the other things done, and there is a way of doing it which has been proposed. It's a little bit messy, um, but it may be the only solution. Um, and if so, well, we can say, okay, well, we'll go with it and we can implement that. But we are currently still trying to find the right people. We may even go back to the original team if it's the case that we can't find anybody else that can do these things, and we'll go back to the original team and say, okay, we'll build the game and we'll get back to the other things that we don't agree on in the future. I don't know, but I want to get it resolved as quickly as possible, um, because it's going to be a big money spinner for us. It's going to put a lot of cash into the liquidity pool. In 12 months' time, the liquidity pools aren't going to be a big problem. We're going to have lots of cars that are coming up for sale in our mall. I mean, the mall isn't even there yet, but it will be. Um, and they'll be putting in, 20,000, $50,000 every week or so, um, maybe even every day or so in the not too distant future from the sale of cars. Also, the compounding effects that we'll have with various plans and things, and our own trading. Hopefully, that's not been going too well at the moment, but hopefully we'll be getting that better. And the compounding effect will also be kicking in and producing a lot more income. So we'll have that. We'll have the income from Miracles, and we'll have the income from the marketing campaign, which will be ongoing once we get it started for the Turnkey Cash Cow program. It's all just at that tipping point, and it will probably, although it would be better if it happened one thing at a time. The way things are going, it may just all crash in at a similar time point, but uh, it's all imminent. We've got Kingsley as well. How about Christian that builds our website? He can help with programming. Uh, yeah, I've not heard from Christian for a long time. I think he's absorbed with his new family. He's now got a family. Uh, his, I think he actually married his partner, and certainly they've had at least one child. Um, so, and it's not really his forte. The games industry is a little bit specialised, as is people that work purely in the crypto side. I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but it's not his speciality. Like it's not Devyani's speciality. Otherwise, Devyani could do it. Um, but it would be a big learning curve because it's not what she's used to doing, and it wouldn't be what Christian's used to doing either. Okay, we've got Nadia in as well from I don't know where, India, Pakistan. Was a good guess saying hi. Okay, so that's pretty much where we are. It's all negotiation meetings and trying to get people to understand things, and um, it's time consuming, but it will get us over the line in the very near future. I've not heard from ROI Tips on the Facebook issue, but I don't know what. I suppose I'm going to have to use a personal card at something like that probably, um, to rather than the We Share Abundance card because of its issue with Wise now. So it may be a blessing in disguise that we didn't uh, get that billing in place, and then we would have had to have changed it. So there you go. There's always a positive that comes out of things, isn't there? Okay. Um, the one bit of good news we got today, and I sent a message out about it, is our Incomation account got through its first challenge. It can take up to 30 days, but I think it's taken them about 5 or 6 since we can't remember exactly when we paid, but there was a little bit of an issue with them finding it all because they'd switched from one prop firm to another, and they weren't normally doing things with the prop firm that we paid with, so it took a little bit longer than it should have done to go through. If it had taken a bit longer still and we couldn't have got it in, we could have saved a little bit. With the new prop firm that they've got, we could have saved 20%, well, more. We could have saved 100% of the prop firm challenge fee because the offer they've got on until the end of this month, for the 6 days, um, you get 20% off their fee initially, and then they give you a refund of the balance once you've had month's profit. So essentially, it's totally free, but you have to put your hand in your pocket for 80% of the normal fee. But it's a good deal till the end of May. Um, However, we are in, and we've got that first step completed, and are now working on the second. Probably take another week. Where are we? Probably by the end of next week, they'll be trading our account at $200,000. I'm not sure how much we'll get in month one because the prop firm want a bigger share until they see that you're doing okay. Um, and I think that's one of the reasons that Incomation moved from whatever it's called, no NSF or something like that. I can't remember what it stands for, and I haven't got it here, I don't think, at the moment. No. So, um, whatever they're called, anyway. Uh, it, I think they want a bigger cut than the normal 80%. No, the normal 20%. I think it might be 50% month one and 75 month two, and then 80% that you get of your profit. But it builds up to a nice regular income in a pretty short time. And hopefully, as I said, they'll be starting trading around about the end of next week, I think. Fingers crossed. Okay. So that's some good news. Um, things are just ongoing. It's just frustrating that it takes a little while. And Nadir is letting me know he is from Pakistan and not from India. Okay. I did say India or Pakistan, I think I was guessing. So part of that huge subcontinent, Pakistan. Right. I don't think I've got anything else for you apart from the numbers. I'll give you the numbers. Once again, very modest today. An increase, a net increase of 6 in our registered members to 39,175. Net increase because we take out inactive members. Talking about inactive, talking about really inactive people that haven't logged in for 2 months, not interested. And then we always get new registrations, and we tend to get more registrations than we take out. So it's a net increase of 6 in the last 24 hours. Our active members count is up by 20 in the last 24 hours. These are people that are logging in on a regular basis. Um, and that's up to 3,943. And the Visa bonus pool went up by $1 to $10,055.93. No change in the membership levels there. As I say, I am, well, particularly while Devian is away, I'll be trying to get things straightened out and sorted out on moving the tokens to the Binance Smart Chain. Initially, the Wiz Abundance token, and getting the liquidity in place and balance there. It may need a little bit of support from the members to just have a little bit of patience with the withdrawals on that once we put it in place. But I'll know more after I've talked to this guy more through the course of next week. Okay. It is important. It is our priority to get the liquidity pools built and sustaining the value and the ability to sell our tokens outside of our community. And really everything we're doing at the moment is focused on that. Okay, it looks like we're promoting our Poverty Crusher plan or our SOAP plan or our staking or third-party plans, information, coin market bull, but all of these things are designed to generate the income we need to get the funds into the liquidity pool to give our tokens a sustainable market value and strong liquidity. And our ambition is to ultimately have absolute liquidity in the same way that Bitcoin has absolute liquidity. But we want to be better than Bitcoin. We want to not only have absolute liquidity, but we want to have it at a price that never drops. Bitcoin has that liquidity, but it, as you know, it can be up at $65,000 one minute and down at $15,000 the next minute. Our token will have a steady and gradual increase in value, and the liquidity pools will support that, as well as our programming within our community. And that is going to benefit the members immensely, but it will also attract a lot of people that are interested in cryptocurrency, either as an investment or as a speculation. And that will again boost the liquidity and the value. So that is what we're geared up to. That is what we are aiming for. That is what we will achieve. And everything else is just a part of working towards that end goal. Let me check in Melon and excuse me for coughing. I've got that frog keeps popping up. Let's get up there. Lewis, of course, from Portugal was in early on. I'm scrolling down to see if we've got anybody else in here. And we've got Wahid in from somewhere. He wants to know a date for withdrawals. Withdrawals are available from your income, Wahid, from your commissions and from staking. They're all available and they have been for over 18 months. The free tokens, I can't give you a date on. it's all dependent on how quickly we build the liquidity pools, and that depends on how quickly we can move with what we're planning as a um, as as a total community, as a government, if you like. Um, but it would be helped immensely if all the members got behind us and did a little bit. If every member went out and introduced one paid member as an elite member, we would open withdrawals immediately. Okay, so it's in your hands, not individually, but as a group. If, as a group, you're not prepared to do that, then you've got to have patience and wait while we implement the other methods that we've been talking about for a long time, and that's it. There's no way that we can put a date on it. It's absolutely impossible. When we can put a date on it, we will. Okay, and everybody will know. You won't need to come and ask. Okay. Um, there is no other question in there. Um, nothing else in Facebook. Nothing that I've missed. I don't think. Did have a cheat sheet thing in. Here we go. Let me just check on this. See if there's anything. TC I mentioned, Fund Miracles I mentioned. Oh, share certificates. There were some outstanding share certificates for the Fund Miracles site that have all been um, distributed. Funds payment as well. That's funds FUNDZS or SZ, whatever. It's the funds opportunity, the trading thing. That information will be going out this weekend. I was hoping to get it done today, but I didn't. It may be tomorrow, maybe Saturday, it may be Sunday, but it will be this weekend. And that is for those people that are in the investment club for funds. Information I've mentioned, certificates I've just mentioned. That's it. Okay, we are done. So, with that being said, I'll be here again tomorrow. Now, hopefully, as I say, we'll get that now payment's done, because if not, it's going to be another 2 weeks before Devian is back. I thought it was going to be a couple of days for that. It's running into a couple of for it now, and I suppose it's better than which was several months. In the end, we ditched. So, c'est la vie. Okay. God bless you all. I love you all. I'll be back same time, same place, 6 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, be Weezer Warriors. Get out there, share some love and abundance. The more members that do that, the faster those liquidity pools will be filled up to overflowing. People that won't need to be asking the question every day, when. Okay. So get out there, be with the warriors, get into information if you've got the funds. It's the ideal time before the end of May to get that special offer that they've got running. I doubt very much whether you'll see anything like that again from information. I can't say you won't, but I doubt that you will. Let's put it that way. It's a good deal. Um, it saves you up to $1,000 basically. Uh, Even without the offer, information is a real good deal, but you've got to be prepared to put your hand in your pocket for between $2,000 and $3,000. Um, if you can do the 3,000, it's better because it doubles your income for half as much out of pocket again. If you see, 2,000 is like $1,500 a month. 3,000 is like $3,000 a month. So if you can do the 3,000, it makes sense. But if you can't, do the 2,000. If you can't, okay. get into Vortic, and soon you will be able to. Until then, God bless. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here, and even with a sore throat, I'll see you. Well, it's not sore; it's just husky, a bit like the lady that's just died, Tina Turner. Tina Turner, and in her words, "You're simply the best." God bless you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.